Hello, guys, and hello, executives of TedxEmory. My name is Abhishek, and here's my pitch video on why I want to be a professional TEDx student speaker for Emory University. Now, when I was just a wee lad, I've always had a passion for the higher arts. I've always tried to keep a high moral compass. I've obviously once or twice I've strayed. I remember one time I did launder millions of dollars to a shell corporation from a charity. I also pushed a disabled guy off a wheelchair, but we've all sinned, right? Now, I actually should have probably started with this, but I'm actually a film student, and so therefore I have a lot of large ambitions. Obviously, film is a very risky career. It could go one of two ways. I could either be successful or I'm, fucked in the future. So clearly I have a nice ambition, and really my main goal by the end of my life is really to own a Death Star, like from Star Wars, and to threaten all sentient life with it. If I can reach that point of existence, then I feel like I'll be pretty content. I've got a lot of extra skills. I was born in the state of Tennessee, so I've got a pretty good Southern accent, as you can probably tell. And I think that's a very useful skill in the business department. And, even if TedxEmory, since it takes place in, Atlanta, Georgia, I feel like I can, if I whip out the Southern accent, people will be willing to welcome me more because obviously of my brown skin color. Everyone knows that people in Georgia are just racists. But no offense to Emory University. I'm sure you guys, there's like a few people, I'm sure you guys aren't racist, but I'm just saying so yeah, if you just want me to do a Southern accent, I'll be totally willing to do a Southern accent. It's pretty good. I've got a few skills. I'm way into comedy. I love to just listen to all the greats. Adam Sandler, Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham's actually a ventriloquist also, so he's definitely my top inspiration. He's not only is he a fantastic comedian with all his Ahmed jokes and his other memorable jokes, but he's also a talented ventriloquist. I also, since I'm obviously a film major, I like to think I have some expertise in filmmaking. I'm also really good at Jigglypuff impressions, like the Pokemon. I can do a really good one. Jigglypuff. As you can tell, that was a pretty spot on impression. I like to also play with dogs. That's a useful skill to have. And I'm also a writer. I love writing all sorts of things. I've written a ton of erotic fiction in my days, and I think I've definitely refined that. We're looking at 50 Shades of Grey is down here. Sonic X Amy is all the way up here. I've written the fucking finest Sonic the Hedgehog erotica fan fiction. I have a few worldviews that I do believe are worth spreading that I would like to address in my TED Talk. So, for one, I think we should just give up on world peace. Now, don't get me wrong, I love world peace as much as the next guy, but let's think realistically here. We have 7 billion people on this planet. A little, less than 7 billion? We have 7 billion people on this planet. We're not all going to be down with world peace. There are some people in, Africa or whatever that talk in, clicky sounds. Do you think they give a shit about world peace? I don't think they do. So I think our biggest priority should be covering other hard-hitting issues. I think that DC movies aren't really that great right now. I think DC movies could be better. I think that's one issue that needs to be tackled. I think that YouTube content creators, they're unfairly having their videos taken down. Advertisers are unfairly pulling them out for not being advertisement-friendly. I also think we have to find a way to sort the Syrian refugees out without infringing against national security, but also finding a way to assist them in leaving their war-torn countries. I'm actually passionate about quite a few things. One of the things, it's actually kind of amazing how passionate I am about things. One of the biggest things I'm passionate about is people often ask me what I'm good at. People often ask me what I'm good at that they don't know about. And 3 things. People don't know that I work too hard, I love too deeply, and my strengths are too strong. Now, finally, let's get over to my TED story. What introduced me to the TED program? Now, I've always been a big fan of the hit Seth MacFarlane movie, TED, and sort of getting ready for the TED 2, I was looking for forums to sort of discuss TED with fellow TED addicts, TED fanatics. So when I found the TED website, lo and behold, I had a whole website where I could talk about people with my favorite Seth MacFarlane work, TED. Now, strangely enough, when I looked around the website a bit more, there wasn't really a whole lot of discussions about TED. More just useless things like, oh, how to have a good mindset when approaching life, or, oh, how to file taxes. Like, no one's going to need this information, but I bit anyways, because I could tell we're all Seth MacFarlane lovers. We're all TED lovers. I hope we're all TED 2 lovers. In my opinion, it's not as good as the first one, but still good enough to have a whole website devoted to it. So I hope that even though we talk about these relevant things, I'd like to be a part of this larger community and spread my ideas that I think are worth sharing. So yes, Emory X Atlanta, or Emory so yes, TedxEmory, I hope you've definitely considered some of my skills, some of my weaknesses. Obviously, I mean, I'm flawed just as much as the next guy, so hopefully you're able to assess my strengths, assess my weaknesses through this pitch video, and through obviously my statements. And I even have a TEDx profile that I think will open up a lot of clarity. And I just think, overall, I'd love to go and talk to other students about my life, about my experiences, my areas of expertise, and I think that I could really expand the worldview if you just give me a chance. So thank you for spending the time and watching this pitch.